So the book that we are covering was nominated by Maggie, and it's called I Feed Her to the Beast, and the Beast is Me, and it's from Jameson Shea. And that is, I found this cover, which I love. Maybe I should put it here. I think it's really, really cool. So I thought I would share that one because I shared the other one last time. And we're just gonna like hop in and start with the one question I wanted to ask everyone, and then also your favorite quotes. And we can, Sarah, you're back new. Do you want to start, or would you like me to start up with Cicely? Mm, maybe we should start with Cicely. We'll go ahead and we'll start with Cicely. Go ahead and share any favorite quotes or the question, and I can ask that to you if you need me to. Uh-oh, we're muted. Damn that mute button. Do you want me to unmute you? Oh, there you go. You got
I
it.
think I unmuted it. Okay. I I didn't mark down any quotes. I did the first part of the book on the audiobook and then I finished it on my Kindle. Which was really funny to me because they give the French pronunciation of the names. So some of the written names, I'm like, wait a minute.
Hmm.
Is
Yeah.
that who I think it is?
Yes. I always have this problem. I'm notorious for this, and I sound like a ding dong when I try to discuss the book, and then I go to read it on, listen to it on Audible, and I'm like, oh my God, I am pronouncing the main character's name wrong the entire time, but that's all
You know
right.
what? I will just make an executive decision on how a name in a book is pronounced and just roll with that through the whole thing.
Yeah,
And I'm fine with it. I don't care if other people think I'm wrong. I can be wrong. It's fine.
that's fine. That's
Um,
totally cool.
That's what we do in education, so you're doing the right thing. So there you go. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
um,
digging it.
oh, thank you, honey. Will you tell me what the question is again?
Sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to, so sorry guys. Um, what is one thing you've always wanted that you would seriously consider making a deal with an evil entity for?
There's a lot of things that I want. Like I am like really a greedy, selfish, spiteful person in general.
Mm-hmm. Admittedly
Um,
so. Yes, agree.
yeah, like I am so down to clown for all of that. But I don't know that I would make a deal for the devil for any of my personal successes. But like I would have made a deal with the devil for certain people I love to have not died, or if they were going to die, to have not died so damn badly.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes,
um,
I feel that. I feel
can
that.
we just smooth that out? I would have made a deal with the devil to smooth that out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I
Um,
wouldn't have done it for like worship me, love me. I'm like, ew, ew, don't look at me, gross. Like, ugh.
There's nothing like deep-seated in you that you've ever wanted to really accomplish, never have been able to, don't think you ever will.
Oh,
That
there's
if you
tons
came to
of
those
those
crossroads,
things.
there's a ton of them. Okay, there's
There's a
not like a top
ton of
tier
them.
one.
But I would not sell my soul for those things. I would sell my soul
Yeah.
um to smooth out someone I love's passing though.
Yes. So when I thought of this question, I was referring a lot to Supernatural, and you don't necessarily the show. You don't necessarily have to sell your soul. You make a deal. So it could be something that you have to do. But yeah, it's something bad. It comes with a cost, a big one, something as severe as your soul. So I get it.
I
I get it
I still
completely.
don't know that I would for like I want to publish a book. I want to have time and space to write. I want um so many things. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
But
no, me too.
either it happens or it doesn't. If I don't publish anything ever, I will still write until I die. And
Yeah.
like the writing is the point. It doesn't need to be for someone else.
It's the journey, not the destination with that sort of thing. I get it completely.
Yeah.
Gwen, how about you? Are you available?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay.
Um,
Okay.
I would not make a deal with the devil. Every action has an equal reaction, and that no, nope.
No.
I don't have anything. No,
Okay. Okay. Did you have any favorite quote?
no, I did not.
You did not. Okay. Jameson, did you have any favorite quote?
I did. Let's see. I
Yay.
had it
I
marked
love
here.
quotes.
There was a little one. She said, I didn't see a world for me without my art in it, where I didn't live this beauty and torment every single day. Um,
That
and
was
I thought it was clever, or not clever. I kind of agreed with her because I was yelling the whole time at her, like, bitch, that girl is not your friend. Stop. She said 12 years of feeding this dream, cutting down anyone else who stood in my path, only to have the one girl that I spared turn around and bite me. And then she had the audacity to be mediocre.
uh-huh.
Like that, I was like, tell her she is mediocre. Like just the whole book, I am screaming at her, just tell them, tell
Yes.
them. Like because she's keeping all of this in, and I really appreciated that she's like she was blind enough to think that Coralie was her friend, but not blind enough to know she was a mediocre dancer. I thought that was kind of
Right. But sometimes when you're in it, you can't see it. Do you know what I
true.
mean?
That is true.
Um, and then is there anything that you would make a deal? Not necessarily sell your soul to the devil, but an evil entity that's powerful. Like
I'm
at the
not altogether
crossroads.
certain. I'm not altogether certain we're dealing with an evil entity. Um, I'm not sure I buy that. Like the whole like absolute good evil. So like I think that change. I think how I interpret Acheron probably changes my answer.
Mine too.
Would I sell my soul or make a deal with the devil? Probably not. Would I make a deal with whatever this entity might be? I don't know. I'm going to read the second book. But like
Yeah.
I loved that when she made this deal, she didn't say, make me the best, make me better, make like change who I am. She said, make these people pay attention to me. Give me the power to make them pay attention to me.
Yes.
And I think that that's how I feel about my art and my writing. It's like, I don't need you to make me better. I don't need you to make me anyone else. But I wish I had the charisma or the power to make people pay attention. I might I might
Mm.
make that deal.
Hmm. Yes. No, I get that. I definitely empathize with that completely. How about you, Karen? Did you have any favorite quote?
I did not. I didn't really make a whole lot of notes with this book, so, but I am going to read the second one. So,
You're not alone. I got some feedback on that. So don't feel alone in that. I did get several pieces of people who said they just couldn't complete it. Loved the theory and the idea behind the book, but just couldn't like get into it. And I will say, like Cicely, I thought because I had it on Libby, and I thought, is it the narrator that is messing me up? Because sometimes that can happen. So I switched over to the on Libby, the actual written version. I enjoyed it more that way, but it still wasn't one of those unputted downable books. But I don't understand why, because this book is so my vibe and so something I would want to do. I would want to be in those shoes. So, um, if you were given an opportunity to make this deal, would you? And what would it be?
um, I just want to go back. I did say that I did finish it, and
You did
uh,
finish it. Oh, I'm glad you
yes.
finished it. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I liked it for the most part.
You just
um,
struggled.
no, actually, I didn't. I read it pretty quickly, and I gave it a pretty good score. I can say I am going to read the second one.
Are
So,
you really? Okay.
yeah, because I'm curious. I have to always like know what happens with
Yes.
people. Um, I guess what I didn't necessarily like was the ending. Um,
Uh-huh.
because I was like, okay, she makes this deal, and then now she's not a ballerina anymore. So she didn't get what she wanted, really,
Um, if
except
you
for people paying attention to her because they all saw
if
what
you
happened
know
to her.
anything about magic, that tends to be very much what happens.
Yeah,
So you put out the intention, especially when you do something like that. It can backfire if not done correctly. So I had a feeling this was going to go sideways somehow, and I was prepared for that, but I was disappointed. So now I'm also curious of like, well, what happens now?
right.
Where are we going from here? Like, no, 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 no. This isn't the way it was supposed, it was supposed to end. So I get that completely. Laura, did you have any favorite quotes?
No, I am one that couldn't get to the end of the book.
And that is unusual for you, with this genre, only because it kind of dips into fantasy. So
A
I
little bit.
really thought, and when you first started it, you were like real enthusiastic. And then
Yep.
somehow, so I don't know if like life is lifing for everyone and we couldn't like put full concentration or something happened along the way. If you were to be presented with something like that entity, would you make a deal? I have a feeling you
Yep.
would.
Yep, sure would.
I knew you would. All in 100%. I knew it. Mm,
Yes, and I would make the deal so that I could finally travel the world and do all my landscape and wildlife photography. Every continent, every country. I don't care if I make money from it. I don't care if I ever sell a picture, just the experience to be able to do it.
to be able to get out of life what you want most would be what you
Yep,
would, yeah. Um, Quick question. Do you
yep,
believe in the afterlife?
I do.
Okay. Because I know you're Buddhist primarily. So you think we come back, like, or go on? Do you think that that choice would affect that?
It might.
That you're okay with the
My
consequences?
well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the next
Understandable
life
though.
might suck ass, but I got to enjoy this one and do the one thing. I mean, that's really the only big dream I've ever had. So if I could make that happen, I would do it.
I get it. Leanne, did you have any favorite quotes?
I also DNF'd it, but I also started on Libby, and even though I own the book, I never picked the book itself up. And
Okay.
I'm wondering if maybe if I started it over, just physically reading it, if it would have helped.
I was able to get more involved with it in that way. It was more engaging for me. I don't think I liked the narrator, even though there was nothing wrong.
Right.
Um, and then if you were faced with, you want to make a
I
deal?
I would totally probably make the deal, and it would probably be mental health based.
Really?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a very vulnerable answer, and I empathize and get it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Miss Mac, did you have any favorite quote? Oh, you didn't
Well,
read the book.
I did not.
No.
I have been traveling like a fool, but I did want to come and spend the
Yay.
time because I got to meet someone. I mean, in person. Oh my God, it was so great. And I will meet Gwen someday in person, and it will happen. Any
Good.
hurdles, um, I would not make a deal with any kind of evil entity.
No.
I did that in life, and for me, it was alcohol.
Oh,
So, wasn't really an entity, but It took
Kind
me
of.
to a place of which I am not proud, and I had to say this is only something I can have one drink of, maybe sometimes. And yeah, so no, I don't want anything to do with the darkness. I've already gone through that, and no thanks. There's my answer.
I dig it. I
Yeah,
understand it, and I think that's valid,
indeed.
especially if you can get to the other side, because so very few people can.
Right,
I think that makes
right.
a world of a difference. Maggie, and this is your book, so did you have any favorite quote?
I did. My one of my favorite ones was when they are holding the ceremony for Josephine and um Lore is saying, and they laughed like the worst parts of Josephine were as worthy of acknowledgement, just as a part of her is her greatest ballet feats and glossy hair. Being a ballerina meant hiding our sharp teeth and claws under pink ribbon and gentle movements to only show the world perfection. But they were opening her up to the possibility of just being a person. It should have been offensive, but it wasn't. And then skipping down a little bit, they weave tales of her wit and obnoxiousness in equal measure, and spoke of her with a reverence that extended beyond the stage, like she was one of them.
Yeah.
I love her relationship with the other quote unquote monsters.
Me too. And I thought that was weird of me. I'm glad you're saying that. Go on.
I think I had a different reading of the book. I don't think Acheron is evil. I think much in kind of the way that Andor describes him, it's like chaos. And I I think most of the evil that is depicted in the book is a lot more attributable to the ballet itself and the not like ballet as a art form, but the ballet as like a system,
Yes.
specifically like this system that she is in. Because one of my other favorite quotes is a little bit later, and it's when she's in the garden with Andor, and she's saying, "For a moment, I questioned if the poisonous crown was taking effect, if it was reckless of me to wander into a garden full of toxins and expect not to be poisoned." And I know she is talking about the poisonous garden in that moment, but she is also talking about
It's
the ballet.
metaphoric. Yes.
Yeah, like that, she is being poisoned by the ballet itself and by the grinding of young women that is occurring in this ballet. Um, so yeah, those are two of my favorites. But I love the way they talk about Josephine and the way that she is a whole human to them, even the parts of her that are not pretty all of the time.
I love that you're touching on this because we're going to delve into the questions a little bit. And I can't wait to hear your point of view on it. If you were approached by a powerful um thing that could, with consequences possibly, grant you something that you desperately want but cannot achieve on your own, would you? And what would it be?
Yes, I would, and it would probably be something to like allow me a way to like protect other people or preserve other people's access to their own autonomy. I don't know exactly what it would be, but like
Mm-hmm.
if there was something where it could like allow me to do what I want to do better.
I think you do that as well as you have the resources to do. And I admire that a lot. Like we live in a society that pushes back against that constantly. And I think the only way to achieve it further than you already have would be something powerful like that. This is corny, but when you said it, I thought about Bella from Twilight, how she can take her, when she becomes a vampire, she takes an energy and she can like make this dome of protection around her people. I could see you wanting to do something like that, like it's unpenetratable from outside people. But yeah, you do that as much as you possibly feasibly can in the world that we live in. Um, so kudos for that because most people don't actively fight against the system in that way. It's exhausting. Hello, Natasha. It is wonderful to see you. I love the moon on your shirt.
It says witch.
I love it. Oh, I love it. That's so cute. So I know you read the book. Did you have any favorite quotes?
Most of my favorite quotes have already been mentioned. I really did like where she called Corley out for being mediocre before they went through their whole. But I also don't think that she didn't know that she was mediocre because she really hints at it a lot throughout the book. Like she's sloppy, she's doing this, she's doing that. So I don't think that she didn't know that she was sloppy and that she was mediocre. And I think she really pushes that with she's getting all of this just because of who her mom is. I
Mm-hmm.
think she was very aware, but I also think, that was the only person that showed her any type of, I don't even want to say respect because it definitely wasn't respect, but any type of attention. Um,
Acknowledgement. Yes.
yeah. And then I liked at the end when she did the whole I fed her to the beast and the beast was me and she's watching her sink and talking about like losing her first love and like looking at her as she's like falling.
Yeah.
So I thought that really like got me. I really loved the book. I thought it was really, really great.
I
I'm also
know.
in
You are
agreement that
really passionate. Yeah.
I don't think Archeon's evil. So
So I always identify as chaotic evil. And I feel like society's conditioned me that way. So like evil to me is similar to like where Maggie was going. Like I don't look at these monsters that way. I didn't relate to them in that way and see it as a beast. But I think a lot of it is metaphoric, and I think it's really well written. But I
mhm,
think if you don't look past that, it gets dull for some
yeah.
people. So I get where, the juxtaposition is between the two. If anyone could ever come to you and be like, "Hey, I can grant you this one thing,"
Oh, in a heartbeat, I would sell my soul for financial stability in this economy.
I think we're all feeling that.
But mostly, like I probably would do it to like to feel love and to be financially stable. Um, I worship death, so I don't really fear the consequences of making those decisions. I've been a devotee of Santa Muerte for 20 plus years now. So
Hmm.
she's all about duality, so can't have one without the other.
Yeah, I relate to that too. Yeah. Nikki, did you have any favorite quotes?
So I have been so busy that I only got to chapter 19.
Yeah, it took everything I had to push through just to make time for it. And I can't figure
Yeah.
out if it was the book or me. But that's okay.
Like I'm gonna finish it, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
I was
just not
not
in
able to
time.
finish it this week
Yeah,
because we got new recliners and they're coming. So it's just been trying to get the house ready for them.
like tons of stuff, a million balls in the air. Would you make a deal?
Oh, absolutely.
I had a
I'm
feeling. So I noticed I identify as hedonistic. And I see that in you and Laura a lot. We indulge in the pleasures of life. We go all in on them. We all smoke. We all overeat. We can't, anything that feels good, we press the more is more button. So I knew you were going to say yes. I totally knew it. So what would it be?
honestly like I know a lot of people would go for like, love and money and it's gonna sound so dumb, but I just want to be skinny. Because
Yeah.
I've reached a point where it's hard to
Yeah.
do things anymore. It's hard to get around. Like it's physically painful. And with this back stuff, I can't lose the weight. I'm trying and I'm just gaining it. So I would absolutely love just I want to see what it's like.
Um, I sympathize more than you know. Um, I at my highest was around 450 when the scale stopped reading. I'm only 4 foot 11. I had outgrown all plus size clothes. I was in so much pain and out of breath by the time I walked from the couch to the bathroom. I was miserable. And now I'm bouncing somewhere between 180 and 190 and like in a size 14. I can't tell you, other than physically being able to do things without pain, and having the endurance and stuff, it doesn't feel like I thought it was going to feel at all.
Yeah, I do hear that. And I don't think that like it's gonna make me happy in general. I don't want to be in pain anymore. I
Yeah,
want to be able
that
to
I'm
run
forever
around.
grateful for.
Like I
Yes,
want to be able to run around and keep up with Maddie and the dogs and not feel like I'm dying
yes,
just from scrubbing out the pool for one day.
life changing. Yes, it is. It is completely. I just will let you know, mental health wise, and the vision I had of who I was going to be and what I was going to be. No, physically, oh my God, absolutely 100%. I don't know if it would be worth it though. If you really, really want to lose weight, Nikki, we can do it. I can show you how to do it. I've done it, and I've done it without Manjaro twice. I've lost 150 pounds on my own twice.
I got to do something. I've gained 20 pounds since I started this work from home job.
I freaking told you. That's how I got 460 pounds because I worked from home for 5 years. But if you really want to do it, we will do it. You message me. I'll show you how. We'll do it together because I
Okay.
still got 60 more pounds to go.
I got to do something.
Let's do it. Gwen won't go with me, so I'll drag you along. And yeah, Udi, did you have any favorite quotes? And I know your phone's driving you freaking bonkers, so I hope you're able to stay with us while you want to
It's
answer.
it's operator error.
Oh, it's and me too. Me too.
Yeah, I was trying to type my name in it earlier and it wasn't letting me do it, and I got mad. And then I was trying to show Leanne my crazy whiny babies that I don't know why they're whining at me. Look at them,
Oh,
demon children.
oh my
They've
God, I
been
want to live where you live. Oh my God, I want that
this
right now.
this is my best friend's house. They had the baby,
Oh.
but they're whining and they're in the pool. They should be happy.
They should be. My dogs should be too. They're living the life of luxury. I want to be them, and they're always
And
whining. And it's
I
like, oh my
just
God, let's trade
I,
spaces. You go to work.
I just
Um,
got out of the pool with them, so they should be happy.
yeah, no, no. Did you enjoy the book? Did you read the book?
I actually did not have enough time. I only got to like chapter 2, but
Yeah,
I was very interested in it. It seemed like really cool. So I intend to finish it.
I think after this meeting, people who didn't read it or are struggling with it and go back are gonna or enjoy it differently. And then if you were faced with an entity, Um, I have a feeling your answer is going to be 100% yes, but I'm curious because you also are hedonistic. So would you?
I probably would.
Yeah, I know you
Just
go all into.
yeah. There's so many.
You don't know what you would pick.
Yeah, I have so many that I don't even know what I would choose from.
Yeah. It's hard. It's really hard because you have to narrow it down to the one thing you want most. Um, but yeah, I have a feeling you would. I kind of had a gut feeling. Tara, I know you read the book because you commented that. Um, oh Lord, Laura's electricity is really bad. I just saw her comment. And now the monoxide detector is going off. Anyway, Tara, did you have any favorite quote?
I did not. I listened to it on Libby.
Yeah, I did too, and I was so shocked it was available. Did you, if you, this is an interesting question for you because you're a therapist, and I wish Brenna was here. We've talked about you a lot, and we've missed you so much. You're a wonderful resource. But anyway, as a therapist and what you've gone through recently, would you make a deal?
So I was talking to my husband about this right before book club started and asked him, like, what would you do? And I talked about with him, like, not having any bills. So, like, you could spend as much money as you want, but you wouldn't have to pay the bills. But then, Billy, when you mentioned earlier to somebody else, like, if you could do something that you've always wanted to do, like, when I was younger, I wanted to be like an Olympic gymnast. So I feel
Really?
like I would also make a deal for that.
That is so cool. That's That's what I did not know that about you. I love learning new things. I had no idea that was a part of your history. And that you were that passionate about it. That is incredible.
Just a period
Wow.
of time.
Yeah.
And I always was like, oh my God, I'm going to be in the Olympics, but then I quit and I obviously didn't make it anywhere.
That's still though, like having a dream like that is still so amazing. Y- yeah, that's wonderful. I had favorite quotes. I have put my stupid glasses back on. So mine were, and though he looked the part, I was the monster for both of us. What an awful pair we made. I took his face between my hands and blessed him with a kiss. Even chaos has rules. To receive, we must be willing to take. To win, you must be willing to fight. To drink in life itself, you must be willing to bleed. And then finally, girls like me weren't to get tired or fall apart. I was supposed to be exceptional every single time. Those were my most relatable ones that hit me in the feels because um, like Nikki was saying about her weight, I've been morbidly obese since I was 6 years old, like triple my size. And in order to be socially accepted and popular and everything I wanted to be, I had to overcompensate all the time. So I lived my life like this chick, like constantly doing everything I possibly could to just sustain normalcy. And then absolutely 100%. If I could, my deal would be, um, without going into too much detail, from birth, um, excessive abuse. So literally from womb, like out of the womb, almost died 3 times, and then full on like raped by my dad for the first four. If I could go back, my deal would be to remove the abuse that I endured for the first 17 years of my life and see what I would have become without it. That would be my deal. I just want to know. But anyway, we're going to start into our questions now. And I wanted to start with the theme that was what really hit me. And we're gonna start down with Tara this time, if that's okay. And then I'm probably just gonna have to leave these suckers on. So here we go. Um, okay. So, the theme of racism. My question for you is the ballet world constantly asks Lore. That's how I'm pronouncing her name. If you guys think I'm doing it wrong, please correct me. Um, but I like that pronunciation. But if I'm wrong, to be exceptional, just to be considered equal. Have you ever experienced anything because of the way you appear on the outside where you had to overcompensate your even existence? Can I skip
Um,
Karen? No. Okay, okay. Go on, Karen. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I keep interrupting you. I'm
that's
sorry.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I think similar to what you and Nikki were saying, like my weight. I've always been like quote unquote the fat friend. And so I always felt like I had to overcompensate for everything. Like I had to be really nice to people because I wanted them to like me. And like, if they don't like the way I look on the outside, maybe they would like the way I am on the inside. And so I've spent most of my life, even since childhood, doing that.
Yes.
And I think it fits pretty similarly with like what she was experiencing of like you have to be this specific way or you're not included at all.
Right? Yeah, it happens. Unfortunately, my grandma constantly pushed on me to go to Weight Watchers when I was young, and I thought that was evil of her. But then as I learned, society actually, it's not anymore. Fat has become a fetish, and it's a good word. But back when we were young, it was different. And the battle that you have to fight for it, I wish I would have known that's what she was fighting for. Udi, What is your breaking point where anger becomes inevitable when people either ignore or dismiss you?
Probably both. It's pretty quick.
Hmm.
You,
What does anger look like for you?
Baby, what does anger look like for me? I can get mean pretty quick. Yeah. I
Uh-huh.
get mean. I get very mean.
Yeah, yeah. 100% there with you. Is it just an emotional anger? Is it also possible that it can become violent, like physically?
Both,
Both.
definitely. Depending on, I definitely have been broken before.
Yeah. Okay. Totally valid and fits into this narrative. And Nikki, why do you think society makes marginalized people often have to remain graceful, or compliant, while everyone really knows they're experiencing being shunned and people are being cruel to them? Why do you feel like we don't validate their anger, like as a society? Like, what is that dismissal or cognitive dissonance?
I don't really know. I think, can you repeat? I'm having trouble trying to figure out how to
Hmm.
put that question together.
For for the basic thing is like, one of the things I've often wondered is like you're standing in a parking lot and you see a couple fighting,
Hmm.
and like there's a bunch of people around and the guy is like screaming and laying hands on the woman, like shaking her and stuff, and people are just walking in and out of Walmart like it's just an average thing. Um, that was something that came to mind to me. Or you blatantly see a black man get pulled over that did absolutely nothing wrong, and nobody stops to record it or, you know, advocate. Like, why do you think as a society we do that?
I don't think we necessarily mean to. It's more like generational, like how we were raised to believe and how we were raised, you mind your own. You
Hmm.
take care of you, you don't worry about nobody else.
Hmm. Yes, I think at this point, I think we're also inundated with so much stress and basic survival that we've
We
been
just don't
broken
have it
down.
in us.
We don't have it. We're barely fighting to get through ourselves. They've broken us that much. But yeah, I was curious what everybody's thought was on that. Um, Natasha, are you available? Natasha may have had to step out. Oh,
No,
there
I'm
you are.
here.
You're here. Okay. Okay. Um, what do you think about Laura's identity was truly hers, and how much was built around surviving the expectations of everyone else? Like for you, how much of you is generally your own, and how much is societal pressured conditioning as you develop, like nature versus nurture?
I think for Laura especially, I think she didn't really come into like who she was until the very end. I don't really think that she formed like her own version of who she was outside of who everybody expected her to be within
Mm-hmm.
like the ballet, that she had to be perfect, and she was like filling these shoes that her mom, who had abandoned her, left. As far as for myself, I definitely think like majority of mine, like I have a good chunk that's just me, that's very outlier-ish, but a lot of my self-worth I tie into my productivity at work. And I know
Mm-hmm.
it's not healthy and I know it's not great. And especially being, in the therapy field, working with kids, it can get really heavy really quick.
Yes,
And I burn the candle at both ends, much to my detriment most of the time. So
I do that too as a nurse. And I base a lot of my self-worth on that. You're not alone. A lot of people do it. So I get that. Maggie, have you ever felt like you had to become someone different, put on a mask, just to be accepted or successful? And how so? How did you deal with it?
Um, yeah, I am ADHD, and so masking is a huge part of how I have gotten through the majority of my life. Um, I also work in a career that is has lots of very strong opinions about how women should and should not behave and appear. And I have made a game out of it more than anything because I think that's one of the reasons why I like this book. I also did ballet growing up, and I always love kind of this like dichotomy between the softness and the prettiness of ballerinas and like the absolute cutthroatness that is also very much a part of that culture.
Yes.
Um, my husband teases me that one of my favorite things is getting people to not understand who I am because they have a lot of assumptions about who I am. People look at me and have a lot of opinions about what I am and who I am because of my size, because of the way I look, because of the way I talk. And I have a filthy mouth. I am very much a nerd. But I also like am a gym bro in some ways. Um, I also
Yeah.
will pick a fight with anybody and everyone,
You're right.
unless it is for me, in which case I will have no boundaries. Um,
Yes.
we're working on it, but we're not there yet. I will talk about sex until we're blue in the face, but actually was like very sheltered for most of my life, um, and have not done a lot of things because I was so sheltered growing up. But yeah, so that I think that's one of the things I actually loved about this book is the duology of it.
I will openly admit, I had no idea that you were such a complex, intellectual, deep thinker, and that there was so much more to you. And I'm so excited that Jameson brought you in because now I know that side of you, and I know why Jameson loves you so much. But we are going to start our lightning round because we're halfway through, and we'll start with Mac. And these are impossible choices. You can only choose one.
Okay.
And you don't get to explain it, you just have to pick it, but we always end up dissecting it, so it's okay.
All
Okay,
right.
so we're starting with be remembered forever or be deeply loved by one person.
Deep love.
Deep love. Okay. Leanne, know you're the best or like absolutely know you're the best and be super confident, almost arrogant, or never doubt yourself again or have any self-esteem problems.
Never doubt myself again and have self-esteem problems.
Laura, have unlimited talent or unlimited confidence.
Oh, unlimited talent.
Yeah, you already have unlimited confidence.
I wasn't going to say that, but
It's true. Karen, um, be respected or be admired.
Respected.
Interesting. Okay. Jameson, be extraordinary but lonely or ordinary and surrounded by love. Why these always fall on you, I don't know because this is kind of like where you're at, but
Ah, usually they're not impossible.
oh, you are already extraordinary and surrounded by love.
I think What was the other choice? I think I don't really want
Yeah,
to be lonely.
be extraordinary but lonely, or ordinary and surrounded with love. Mm-hmm.
I hate the word ordinary with every fiber of my
Mm-hmm.
being. Um, but I think I'm scared. I don't really know what lonely is. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I was wondering which would trump which for you. Um, yeah, I had a feeling you would be pulled more towards the left, but I know how important being an individual and being extraordinary is and how much you shine in that. Gwen, always be underestimated or always have impossible expectations that you're able to achieve.
Underestimated.
I think that happens to you quite often.
Mhm.
Cicely, be feared. Okay, I already know the answer to this, but be feared by those who hurt you or forgiven by them.
I don't give a rat's ass what those people do.
I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Ah, uh-huh.
It, honestly and truly,
Yeah.
whatever they want to do with it, that is a them problem. That is
Uh-huh.
not even my business.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna be like, no, I don't really give a shit either way.
Now, fuck them and their
Yeah.
whole family.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I love that about you, and I wish I had that demeanor. Um, it's goals. It's been my whole 2026 goal, but I'm nowhere closer than I was back in December. Tara, win at any cost or lose knowing you stayed true to yourself and did not sacrifice your morals.
Win.
Mm-hmm. Win. Okay. Udi, are you here, my love? No, but that's a pretty backsplash. The mute, the damn mute.
I told you this iPhone is testing me, bro. No, I'm at my best friend's house. They had their baby this morning, so we're dog watching and house sitting.
So cute. And the house is beautiful.
Dude, it's freaking gorgeous. I love it when we get to come here and house sit because we get the pool, we get the dogs, we get the living room, we get space.
Yeah. A nice little vacation.
Yeah,
Really feels
exactly.
like. Yeah. Okay. Change your path, be able to go back and undo things, or know your future so you can make wiser decisions.
Oh, I would go back
Me too.
because then I could make decisions based off of that and be fucking filthy rich and never have to know my future because knowing your future is scary.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it
Have
is.
you ever watched the show Devs? You guys need to watch it.
Yes. Nikki, are you available? I know you're pool checking. Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I got to
Uh-huh.
get in and peel out the
Oh, you're
wrinkles.
gonna get in?
I have to flatten out the wrinkles. And I know it's going to be cold as shit.
Oh my God. Okay. Are you available for a question before you
Yeah, we can
put
do,
in this sucker?
yeah, we can do a question quick.
Okay. Be completely understood to your core or have unbelievable acceptance from everyone.
The first one.
Okay. Natasha, have power over others or complete control over yourself.
If that includes mental health shit, definitely control over myself.
Yes, me too. I really just don't care enough to have control over others. If I could control, yeah, I'm 100%.
I think the exception would be if I could eliminate the Cheeto in chief remotely, then I would. But other than that,
Maggie, be able to forgive everyone or be forgiven by everyone for everything you've done.
I guess be forgiven because I don't want to forgive half those motherfuckers
Oh my
they could
God,
not
thank
know.
you. You validate me all the time. Oh my God. I have the hardest time with forgiveness. Um, it is almost impossible for me. So, yeah, it would have been my choice too. So thank you for that. And for humoring me on those difficult questions. We will start back where Lucy. Oh, wait. We have a baby moment. Hi, Karen's baby. Hello, honey.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Oh, are you having a good weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I don't need to wash my hands.
He
Oh,
said, tomorrow I don't have to wash my hair because we washed it tonight.
well, that's good.
Can you say bye?
Got
Say bye.
I love him.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Melts my heart every time. Okay. So we're gonna start with Gwen. Okay. This is about the beast. We're gonna jump into that part now. I'm gonna skip over some other questions. I really want to get into this. If everyone has an inner beast, which I think they do, but that's just my feeling. What feeds yours?
Ooh, ego.
Ego.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Do you care to elaborate? Like, what do you
Um,
mean by ego? I
uh,
guess is where I'm going.
um, grandiosity. So
Oh,
part of my mental illness is grandiosity, and I'm fucked up when I'm doing it. So
you always have. And that's not just your mental illness, that's your personality because your meds were working perfectly for 8 years. And what I think we had been together 2 months, we were hanging stuff. And I said, she was on top of the couch, on top of the back of the couch. Now, mind you, she was only like 220 at the time. But I'm like, Gwen, this looks dangerous. I think maybe you might need to take a moment here. And she looks at me and she's like, baby, me and you are not the same. I can go all night. 2 minutes later, she lost her footing and fell and threw her back out of place. That's how grandiose she gets. And that was fully med stable. So it's part of your personality too. So that makes sense. Yes, it is ego. That's valid. Completely. Do you want to show everybody your shirt?
it's got doggies with let's see if I can
All
get
the
it with
different pride
all the
flags.
pride flags.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love that. Jameson. Again, the same question. Everyone has an inner beast. What starves yours?
Being ignored, like not just being overlooked, being the background friend,
Yeah,
just just not being noticed, being ordinary. Yeah.
yeah. I see that completely. I do. Um, Karen, do you believe suppressing anger is healthier than expressing it, even if it gets volatile?
Um, I don't think suppressing anger is healthy,
Uh-huh.
but I don't I don't like it to come to violence. So of expressing my anger. Now, I've been known to throw things, not at somebody's head, but I've been known to throw things, but not
I know for you,
mhm.
at this point that your inner beast is as powerful and as mean and as vicious if it has to be as mine. I wear mine a little bit more outwardly. Yours is more quiet. So I was curious what your answer would be. Um, but yeah, I think there's a middle ground there, but but I see where you're coming from, knowing you the way that I do. Laura, if you suddenly, oh God, I can't believe I'm going to be able to ask you this question. Okay. If you
Oh
suddenly had
boy.
the power to make everyone who's hurt you suffer, what would you honestly do?
Oh, this is gonna make me sound terrible,
No, it's
but
not.
I would absolutely make them suffer, and I would smile while doing it.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it before I asked. I said, oh God, I can't believe I have to ask her this question. And everybody's going to find out how Laura is vengeful. Okay? Do not cross Laura. She comes out swinging. Um, and she doesn't even have to touch you. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so people move. Leanne, um, in your opinion, how do you think isolation, humiliation, bullying influences someone's moral decisions? Have you ever felt so isolated or alone that you went to extremes because you felt you were pushed to past your moral, like, integrity?
I don't like this question.
Oh, do you want me to ask you a different one? You always have,
No,
okay. I'm glad
no,
you're going to be honest about this.
but go ahead and ask it one more time.
Okay. Um, okay, so how
So
does
wait, hold on. Before you do that, ask it in the two parts. Like, so ask me the first part first.
ask you the first part first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, okay, two parts. Okay. How does isolation, bullying, people ignoring you influence someone's moral decisions?
I personally think it heavily influences it because dependent upon the person, of course, is going to depend on if you are willing to go to extremes to stop being bullied or to stop being ignored, to essentially be accepted. Um, and that, especially when you are of the type of person that has been bullied and ignored the majority of your life, and that acceptance for a Leo is damn near detrimental to their very core personality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Second
Yeah,
part, please.
very much so. I think any fire sign it would be detrimental to. And then the second part, have you ever felt so isolated, ignored, bullied, or alone that you personally went to extremes past your own moral integrity?
I want to say yes. I don't have examples at the moment,
Mhm.
but I'm not dumb. I know my need to be accepted and approved of is at times to the level that I would do anything to be a baby
Mhm, he's so
accepted.
cute.
He is. Seeing him a minute ago reminded me that in a couple weeks I'll have Macy here for book club.
Oh, yay!
But yeah, it's yes, I guarantee you I have.
Yes. I think in that position, a lot of us are pushed to that point. But I'm glad you were really vulnerable about it. So thank you. Maggie. Okay. Oh God, I can't wait for your answer. I could sit and pick your brain. You don't have time for it, neither do I. But I swear to God, for like 24 hours, I could just sit and pick your brain and ask you a million questions. I have so many. How much responsibility do we have for the people, for our own trauma that people have put on us and what it turns us into? So while it's valid, the damage that it creates, how much responsibility do we have into not making that, something negative for other, like hurt people?
I think that is entirely our responsibility as adults. Like, not that the trauma is not valid, it absolutely is. But as an adult, especially navigating adult relationships, whether they be friendships or romantic relationships, like it is your responsibility to deal with your shit and get the assistance you need to deal with that. And your relationships will be mirrors to the shit that you have not dealt with,
Yeah.
for as long as you continue to not deal with it.
Can I play
um,
devil's advocate with you since you love to argue? We both
I,
do. We've
I don't
argued.
know that I would say I love to argue, but
We
sure.
both get off on it. We both love to like push people. And I want to push you a little bit because I hear you. I 100% agree with you. However, what about resources for access to healing? That has to be a factor.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That doesn't that is absolutely a factor. And also, I am one of those people that like if somebody ever comes to me and is like, hey, I need help dealing with this, like we will be a team to get you to the resources to deal with the thing.
Yes.
Um,
Okay,
but
good. I do
but
that.
once we get past that, like it is your responsibility to follow through on the thing. I cannot do the homework for you. You have to do your own homework. If you need an accommodation to be able to make it accessible, I am all about that. But
Right. I'll do the footwork for
I,
you.
but like we are all adults. If you want something, you will make that request known and ask for the help that you need.
That's hard. That's really hard and a real grown-up thing to do, and for people to even acknowledge they need the help. But yes, thank you for indulging me because we always discuss the limited resources that are out there. So thank you. Natasha, um, can someone both be a victim and a villain simultaneously?
Yeah, 100%. We see it all the time.
I am one.
Yeah, we see it. We see it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely we do. Thank you for validating me. I swear to God, what do they call it? Reactive abuse.
Mhm.
Is what it is. So I get villainized for that all the time. But I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts. Nikki, oh my God, the dog. I just want to come over and play with the kids and the dogs all the time. And now you have a freaking pool. You're not going to be, now I know where you live. You're not going to get rid of me all summer and be like, bitch, I know you're home. You work from here.
Hop on over.
Is there a point where your empathy should end for someone? And what is that? So, like, they're hurting, they're hurting, they're fucked up. But where do
It's
you draw the line of, oh, bro?
That's a hard one because like I'm the type that like I'll empathize the entire time, but I also know that at a point it also gets toxic for yourself because you can only do so much if they're not going to even attempt to help themselves either.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard though, because I also have a bleeding heart too. And Udi, would Lore have become extraordinary without all the pain she experienced? Do you think that we alchemize or can or have the ability to turn our pain into beautiful art?
Yes, I do believe that. Yes.
Do you think that people can make beautiful art without pain?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. I think it can happen both ways. Yes.
Really, I don't.
You don't
I think
know.
you have to experience the pain in order to be able to create it. Yeah, but I like
What
that.
about children?
What about what?
Children that haven't experienced any pain or trauma.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you just called me out. You're right. You're right. You're totally fucking right. Okay. Touche. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got you, boo.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Um, in your opinion, do you think everyone has darkness inside of them? And if you do, what's yours? I don't know if Tara's available, or she might be having trouble with them.
I'm sorry,
Oh, there
I
you are,
didn't hear
honey.
you say my name. What was the question?
Sure. Do you think everyone has darkness inside of them? And if you do, what's yours?
Um, I do, and I think mine is holding a grudge. Like I will hold a grudge until I die.
Yep.
And then I will continue to hold it when I'm in hell.
Oh yeah, I was yeah, Emily O'Neill's not here, but that's her big theme. I'll work on forgiving you while in hell. It's kind of where she goes. Um, I really don't want to carry that. I think it hurts us, but yeah. And then we're gonna do one more lightning round. And then we will do our announcements. This one's gonna be the lightning round. The hell when the bills are in the pile. Um Hold on. Oh, by the way, Gwen helps me get ready. Let's give a big shout out to her because I'm a crazy nut. And she really, really helps me get all this in order. I'm trying to find my Beast edition. Um, okay, hold on 1 second. I have it. Okay. Okay. I've had it. Okay, we're ready. Um, we will start back with Cicely if Cicely is available. Cicely might not be available. No. Okay, Gwen. If you had discovered the beast exactly when Lore did, um, and you came in contact with this thing, what would you have done first? She's like she indulges it more. She wants to know what it's about. Would you have walked away? Would you have inquired? You're muted.
Oh shit. Sorry.
You're fine.
I would have inquired a little bit, but it'd be very limited for me. Be very, very limited for me. Um, I don't, I've experienced a lot of darkness in my life. And I don't like to mess with it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I get that. Um, totally understand. Jameson, if you had encountered the beast, would you have trusted yourself not to become addicted to the power that it gave? Would you like not get addicted and want more and more and more?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, I would have.
Yeah, me too. I
I mean,
don't think I
I'm
could.
probably going to do it anyway, but yeah, I absolutely would have.
Yeah, I can't trust myself. I would. It would
Yeah.
have to be a firm no or yes. Uh-huh. Karen, if I think I know your answer to this, but if you did indulge the beast and you had it under your thumb and were working with it and you were the monsters together, would you tell anyone?
Yeah, it's probably my sister.
Really? Okay, this is new and shocking. So you would, I see, you strike me as somebody who's very private, take it to the grave. You would tell your sister.
My sister would be the one I would tell probably before anybody else. Like
Yeah.
I,
Okay.
I
I did not
kind
know
of,
you guys were that close.
yeah.
I love that. I love learning new things about you. Okay. Laura, if someone had offered you this powerful thing, everything you ever wanted, but it required you personally hurting someone first, would you accept?
Do I like the person I have to hurt?
Possibly.
Mm. Okay, well, that makes it a little harder. Mm,
So if you don't like them, hell yeah, you're doing it. You don't care.
yeah,
And if you like them, I'm gonna have to think about how much I like them.
yeah, pretty much.
What about karma? Does that ever enter your brain?
You know what?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a
I-
big fuck you in a minute.
I've been worrying about karma my whole life, and karma hasn't gotten me jack fucking shit. I'm
Yeah.
kind of done worrying about the karma.
Yeah, well, I believe I was Hitler in a past life, and I'm paying for it now. So next time I come around the sun, I'm hoping the repercussions of all the karma I fed this time, I'll be better next time, you know? Yeah, I worry about it all the time. Leanne, feed the beast once and achieve your greatest dream, or never feed it because of the complications and results of it and wonder what if. Do you take the chance?
I'm always a what if person, so I'm going to wonder what if no matter what.
Yes, you would. What would
Well,
have happened if I didn't do this?
yeah, so it's not going to matter what I choose.
Now,
Side note, Cicely said
same.
she's having audio issues, but she can answer in chat. So if you want to ask her, I can answer for her verbally.
Yes, please answer. Cicely, um, have your enemies respect you or your friends truly know you? She's going to choose her friends. Friends
Friends know
know
me.
me. Yeah, I figured. Maggie, be able to erase one betrayal that somebody did to you that hurt you deeply and has left a permanent scar, or relive your happiest memory whenever you wanted.
What was the second one?
Relive your happiest memory whenever you wanted.
Relive my happiest memory whenever. But I do not want to give people who betrayed me a chance to do it again if I forget what they did the first time. Not
Yes.
interested in it.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Ooh, okay. Yeah, because I was going with the first. Okay. Natasha, have limitless ambition to achieve your greatest goals or complete contentment and peace and love where you are.
Hmm. Probably contentment because my boss keeps trying to push me to do more, and I'm happy where I'm at. I don't want any more responsibility than I already have.
Me neither. I am so sick of looking for the adult in the room and realizing it's me.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh,
Um,
you need to take on more of a leadership role," and I'm like, "Do I? I'm good.
yeah, don't, no, no more, no more. No.
Stay right here."
Uh-uh. Um, Nikki, keep your humanity, your empathy, and your morality, or dip into the dark side and unlock your absolute fullest potential as a human.
As much as the dark side sounds fun, I probably not just because I'm happy with where I'm at.
You're also a mother to a young child. That plays a huge role in it, and that is so important to you. So I get where you're
Now,
coming
if
from.
you would have asked me 10 years ago when I had no kids, no husband, then absolutely let's go.
Yeah, uh, totally. Okay, Udi, if the beast offered you the power to achieve anything, but you had to take over the role of the beast and be that. So you had to become the monster and do this for other people so they could relinquish it, but then you would have your power too. Would you do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, me too, probably. Okay, Tara, the last question. Carry your anger forever or lose the memories that caused it and not be angry at all.
Oh, I would like to lose memories and not be angry at all.
Me too. Me too. Okay, so our announcement. Okay, I don't know Lara Langford. I don't know where she came from. She's just a new member, but also Nikki nominated this book too. So that's why I went with it. And it's the only reason why, or I would have removed it from the list. Remarkably Bright Creatures won. It's by Shelby Van Pelt. This book doesn't come in numbered chapters. It comes in titles. We're going to read to the chapter, the end of the chapter, day 1308 of My Captivity for next week. And also expect octopus cozy corner merch in honor of our honorary octopus and book club, Jameson. So that will be that. Also, another big announcement. Um, this will be our last book until September 1st. I am taking August off for me. We'll use the month of July to read this book and, of course, go to the downtown Columbus Metro Library's book event. Tara's asked about it. That's something that we're really going to delve into this week and getting hopefully somebody to help me organize this because it is a big event and Gwen is volunteering. And it's just a lot. I'm gonna need some organization help. But we will have that meetup, but there will not be one for August, and there will be no meetings in August. At the last week in August, I will make a poll for what book we're gonna nominate. Only because one of my girlfriend's birthdays is in August. And also, my best friend and I are celebrating. It's the midpoint between her and my birthday, and we're going to go to Nashville. So, August is going to be busy for me, and I need a little break. So that's the only reason why. So it's only a month off. July will be jazzing up book club, and get back to September when everybody goes back to school, and we'll do something really fun then. So, does anybody have any announcements that they need to share for book club or any questions or thoughts they want to add on this book?
I was going to say I appreciate having August off because that is when a lot of the students go back to school. And with Maddie going to a new school, I'm going to be busy in August.
Everybody tends to. It's I love summer. And I call that like the peak of summer, and I just really want to be able to experience it and not feel like I'm letting you down canceling. So then we'll end the session here and I'll stop recording and then stop record.